Yeah. Are we going? Oh boy. I ruined this nice music with my
You're still ruining it.
Well, now you're just being mean.
Why didn't you ever ask J.J. Abrams about it, you dum-dum?
I sure should have asked him, but I didn't.
Wow, what a lovely intro by Jesse Stillwell.
Oh, Stillwell. That's the guy.
Owl by Night, yeah.
We just went to the old P.O. box, and Jesse sent us some very, very kind Christmas gifts.
Yes, he did.
What did you guys get?
Jesse sent me and my daughter some bouldering climbing bags, and it was very kind.
Oh, that's cool.
You listened,
Hey.
and then you took it in, and you turned it into a very, very gracious offering to my family, so thank you, Jesse.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Steve,
Yeah.
I can't really hear myself more than I can hear it in my own head. And I like to begin every Christmas like that.
What would you like me to do?
Turn my
you up or your headphones up?
I think. Or one, maybe I can hear Joe.
It's going to take us a second to figure out which
Maybe
headset is
turn me
yours.
up.
Is that you?
I mean,
is
I
that your
sound
headset?
great. I sound great.
Can you hear
That's
anything in your
not
headset?
It still sounds the same. It still sounds the same. Still
Okay.
sounds the same.
Okay,
Still sounds
everybody.
the same.
How about that?
Well,
Is that
now
you?
my headset
Okay,
is
that's
off.
no,
Okay,
no,
everybody,
no,
welcome,
no,
welcome.
No.
Okay, how about that one?
Welcome
Is
to
that
the
you?
Way down now. Yeah.
Way down. Okay,
This
so that's
is how we
you,
do
so I'm turning
things.
you up.
Okay.
How's
Thank you
that?
so much. That's so much better.
Hey, guys, we
great.
made
Wow.
it. Welcome to the Valleycast.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
This is
I
our
hope you guys
100th episode, everybody.
Christmas episode.
Valleycast.
It's a 100 episode, and you also get a little bit of behind-the-scenes audio check episode.
We started off with some nice inside baseball on the
Yeah.
podcast here, but
Perfect.
now we're roaming right into the 100th episode of the podcast, guys. Thank you for listening.
What
from
is
the
100
very bottom of our
episodes
hearts.
means that it's almost 2 years, and that makes sense because we launched the Valleyfolk in the beginning of 2018, and it's about to
Yeah,
be
we started the podcast a little bit
we-
later.
The podcast has been the most consistent thing we've ever done.
Yeah, it really is. It's
Yeah.
the thing we do weekly without fail.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what's crazy to think is that it took us 2 years to get to 100 episodes of this show, and it took us 2 months to get to 100 episodes at SourceFed. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. And it still feels the same.
It's all a white wall to us. It's all the void.
If you're joining us and it's Christmas, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for spending part of your holiday with us. If it's between Christmas and New Year's, thank you for also doing that. And we hope you had a great holiday and that you're looking forward to New Year's resolutions and New Year's festivities.
Oh, well, you already said it. So do you have any resolutions in the back of your mind that are going to pop out of your mouth come the new year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to do a number of like health-related things. Just
Stop
be
doing
healthier.
everything?
Yeah, just better, you know? But also within reason. I don't want to quit anything.
You want to keep having fun.
I have a very fun life. so
Oh
I
man, what a conundrum you're in.
It is a conundrum, and it's going. I went to Palm Springs this weekend, and Grace and I were talking about what to do and if we're doing anything, and both of us were like, "Yeah, we just need to be. We need to act like we're in our 30s a little bit more.
You guys want to
And,
be a little cleaner.
a little cleaner, a little healthier, a little sprightlier, more energetic.
That means
and,
more showers and things like that.
for her. Yeah, she hates showers. She rarely.
She's a dinky girl.
She's stinky. Yeah,
Where's the
stinky.
cat? All right, that's right, old Joe. Steve, do you
That's
have-
right, me from the past.
do you have any? Do you have any resolutions? Do you think you're planning on doing? New Year?
I don't know, man. I know I don't really have those, and then I say them, and then I don't do them, and then it's a consistent thing. So I guess I just don't really.
You don't stick to
I don't
them?
think I participate in that. No.
I stick
Not
to
even
them a lot.
mentally. You don't think like you
I mean,
don't
you
use it as a
always say-
start over point.
I mean, you always say like I'm gonna do this. I swear it, and then you don't do it.
I do it.
Really?
though.
You
That's
do it
why
every time?
I'm very, for the most part. I would say I stick to 80 to 90%.
And when
of
we
whatever
say
my
do it, let's be
resolutions are.
clear. We're talking like if you make it a month or two, you did it.
Yes,
You did it. Yeah.
I set reasonable goals for
Yeah.
myself. That way, I don't set myself up for failure.
yeah,
But
I guess I just
usually-
don't set up reasonable goals, and so I forget about them, and then I don't do it.
I'll probably commit to like a 90-day workout thing because
And
I
then
got like 60.
You'll get like 60 days into it.
Yeah, 60, 70. That's perfect. And then it'll be my birthday.
And to you, you consider that fulfilling a New Year's resolution?
More so than most, I think. I think most people think they're going to do it. They do it for maybe a week.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do resolutions that are like, I'm quitting this.
And that's tough.
And that's different, yeah.
Because
It's
you
also kind of easier, too, because you're not having to do like, it's a lot easier for me to get
Dude,
something
speaking
up
of working out, you guys see that picture of Kumail?
Oh yeah, Kumail.
Oh, Kumail. Jesus, Kumail. Holy crap.
I thought it was
Insane.
fake.
No, man, he's on that workout.
I thought it was like Photoshop.
Did you see who else was on that workout? Because
No.
he's a social influencer and he's been posting a lot of photos about it and videos. Flula.
Nice.
Also as jacked because he's in the
Suicide
Squad. He's on that Marvel workout.
Flula is?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for Flula. And so is Kumail. Kumail's in something. He's gonna be in
Suicide Squad's
the-
DC.
No.
Infinite.
Oh, yeah, Suicide
Eternal.
Squad.
Yeah, but
is
he's
DC.
on that
Eternals,
superhero
yeah.
workout. But they're, dude, Kumail
Flula's
is.
in the new DC
Suicide Squad.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. Nice. Good for him.
Yeah, man, he's in.
Both Kumail.
And that's Gunn.
Both
James Gunn. He's
Yeah,
back.
He's doing that, right? He's doing Suicide
Yeah.
Squad too, which means Flula's like in with that crew
Does
now.
that mean that
How
the
cool is
whole
that?
Suicide Crew,
James
yeah.
Gunn thing is no longer an issue?
He's back on Guardians, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all no longer.
He's
I
back.
wonder what happened.
Basically, everyone was like, and then it worked.
Oh.
Literally, everyone came.
There
to
was
his
like a
defense
slight
was like,
huff and
and then he
puff.
was like, "I was an idiot. These are old," and then everyone was like, "Oh yeah,
He's like,
right."
I grew, and
Because it was due to some dumb tweets.
I
or
think
something.
everybody was like, "Well, if they look back at my tweets from 2011, 2012, that's not going to be good either."
they're not there because I deleted them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
he got
the
busted
biggest-
for some
one
tweets.
of the best gifts from Bring the Funny is them going through our
and telling you
tweets.
which tweets were
Yep. I was like,
problematic.
yes, I will.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't just tweets. It was like Instagram and
and
everything.
yeah, no Facebook. I don't remember any Facebook, but I haven't been on Facebook.
I can't remember if there was Facebook
But
stuff.
both Kumail and Rob, I forget, I don't know how to say his last name, but from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, he also, yeah.
He got
Oh,
jacked,
yeah.
but both of them had the same thing where they were like, "This is a Hollywood workout routine that is nearly impossible to follow,
it's a
and
job.
it's not normal. And
It's a job.
Yeah, he's like, I could never do this on my own without it being backed by a huge studio.
yeah,
And-
they pay for everything.
Yeah.
They pay for the personal
But I
trainer.
think that's a
the
nice-
But
food.
God
But they
damn,
don't
he
have to
looks
say
so
that.
Good.
Those dudes don't have to say that. Those dudes could get up and be like, "Look at how hard I worked. This is all it takes."
Dude, I
And
wanna go to
both
that
of them
White
have
Castle.
Look at you.
humility.
I
want to go
I wanna
over
name it-
to that White Castle, eat some burgers, and put them in my mouth. He looks so good.
Yeah, I don't know that I could stay away from fast food in that.
I can't stay away from bread.
He's my fast food.
Bread
man.
is my thing. I can't stop.
He's my bread.
I
He's
can't
my rye.
stop.
He's my sourdough.
Joe, you had any resolutions?
More him.
Which one?
Kumail.
Come on.
No, it's usually the same thing, but I usually do like little mini resolutions throughout the year that I stick to.
Yes,
Like
you do.
4K,
Yes, you
1080p, 720p,
Yeah.
480,
Mostly
480i,
Like I'll wake up on a Tuesday
4x5, 16
in
by
July.
16 by
and
9.
go,
9.
That's a 640 by 480, or
I'm
maybe
not
like a
gonna drink
1920 by 480,
for
or
2 months.
1020 by,
and then I
Right.
won't, and it's not a problem.
Or 2x4.
or 1060
And then
by
I didn't eat
425.
meat for like 3 months, like a fall ago, and you guys were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I woke up. I don't want to eat meat for a while and just see what happens." So I do them all like through the
Yeah.
year, just little goals that remind me that I have some control, maybe
It's
over
a
my
nice,
life.
It's a nice ritual we have where you say what you're doing, and then I tell you whether or not I think that's stupid or
And
not.
you usually almost tell me it's stupid every time.
Not every time, but many times.
A
Yeah.
lot of
you're-
it goes back to the fun.
if
You're
you
like,
just- if
"Wait,
you
you're doing
wake up
that?
one day
We
and you
can't
go-
do my thing together."
Yeah, if you wake up and you go, "I'm not drinking for a month," I'm like, you gotta
gotta
plan
tell me,
these
man.
things.
You had a little word slippage that like stuck in my brain because word slippages like stick into my brain, and I just, it's just
Like
I don't know.
Kumail.
I can't. Yeah, like Kumail. You said ritual, or yeah, you said, but ritual's correct. But what if we took the word ritual and called it a ritual, like rich as in riches, and then came up with each one of us, what is some kind of ritual we have where it's like we're living it's like what's the most extravagant thing that you like put your time into that you're like, that's my ritual. Like my thing is
Extravagant's a weird word to
Like the
put to
biggest-
that, but
Well,
I know
like-
what you're saying.
like
Like
my-
splurge?
yeah, like my thing is like when Barnes Noble had their Criterion sale, I went and bought way too many Criterion movies.
Yeah.
So not so much a ritual. You're saying what's the thing that we do that's
But
a
I'm
little...
calling it a ritual as a play on words. But I guess that's less about
Oh,
like,
are you
just
saying
the thing
rich
you
or as
splurge
an
on.
R-I-C-H?
Yeah.
Rich?
What's your ritual? Yeah.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
is I don't, if I'm traveling, if I'm in an airport, I don't care that it's overpriced.
That
I'll
it's the
just
most
eat,
expensive
no.
stuff that you'll ever do.
Yeah, I think traveling in general sucks, so I don't care. I'll stop in like a fancy bar or restaurant and eat there, and then just not look at how much it costs,
Man.
because it sucks.
Yeah, it's the... Thank you, Steve.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna jump on that answer a little bit. I agree. It's kind of nice to just sit down and have a few drinks at the bar by yourself at the airport. I get in the most weird conversations with people when doing that. I talked to some like Canadian mining mogul, and
great.
he probably told me way too much.
Yeah,
for like
why does
2
that happen
hours.
in the airport?
Because they feel like nobody cares. It's all just gonna like eviscerate into the ether.
Also, you're bored out of your mind.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll chat somebody
and
up
everybody
be like,
wants to say all the stuff that's inside them.
I had
all
this
the time.
guy who worked for the Coca-Cola company basically tell me how bad Coca-Cola is.
For you.
Yeah, well, he
And the
just
environment.
he just left. He was like he had just left and he worked there for like 10 years or something, and he was in the like I guess he was like a chemist, and he worked in like the like formula section, like whatever the chemistry area of the Coca-Cola company was, and he was talking about how
it's the Coca-Cola Chemistry Company.
the Coca-Cola the CCC.
The
CCCC.
Canadian Coca-Cola
The
Chemistry
4C.
Company is just an offshoot, but
And
it's
that's
the
a
5C.
5C. Yeah. But he was talking about how he like the basically Coke Zero and Diet Coke and Coke Max or whatever the fuck all those other like different offshoots of
Pepsi,
Coke.
Coke.
He said that they're so bad. They're like they're going to kill our children essentially if they're drinking them because they have just the nastiest chemically created, lab created things in them.
A derivative of a derivative
that
of
they,
a derivative.
Yeah, that they don't know how it will affect people.
Give us
10
50
years
years.
from
You
now
guys
or
are our
whatever.
test subjects. Yeah.
But he was saying like he felt really bad and he went to his superiors and was like, we got to do something about how you guys don't really care about what we're developing here and you just want it to be the cheapest, quickest, best tasting thing. And they were just like, either you do it or you leave. And so he left. But he was like, if you have to drink Coke, just drink regular Coke. Because all the other ones are like... Because he was like, basically, Coke is like sugar, right? It's just like sugar and some other...
Sugar
like,
that you can clean your car engine with.
right. So, but sugar is like when you break down sugar, like actual raw sugar, to like down to its like chemical compounds, it's like very few elements. But he was like, but the sweeteners, like the aspartame and the Zevia, or maybe not Zevia, but the aspartame and the things that are in the Diet Coke...
Fuck you, sugar.
that make it sweet. The like science sugar has like 100 different chemical elements to them, whereas sugar is like 4 or something. And it's like, and all of those things, we have no idea how they react to different physiological, biological makeups.
But
and
if I
such.
know science, you can rearrange all of those things that are in that thing into better good things. Like everything's made of the same stuff. Drink it, Coke.
and
I
let's
don't
do our
totally
ads.
disagree.
Let's do our ads for Coke. Really quick. Enjoy Coca-Cola. But anyway, that was one of those airport conversations where the guy was just like, you know, he's like, I look at America, I look at the U.S., and I just see kids drinking Diet Cokes or whatever, or parents drinking Diet Cokes, and then they're genetically handing down these like weird chemical genetic things from just their habits of drinking Diet Coke and Coke Zero and shit. And he's like, and I'm terrified to see what kind of weird cancers and weird medical problems will develop just from the basic weird chemical science things we created. He's like, and I helped do that, and I'm like, I'll never be able to like live it down. And he was just like this really bizarre and really like eye-opening, crazy conversation I had with this guy.
A lot of scientists who are wanting to make actual livings will be employed by like pharmaceutical companies, people
the
like
people with
Coca-Cola,
money.
people with money, and then a lot of the stuff that they do specifically in the pharmaceutical companies is good. But the company itself does a bunch of terrible things, and so there's all these people in the world of science that feel horrible about what they do because they're being employed by these sort of massive
you ever seen that
evil
inspirational
companies.
poster that says, watch out for that bottom line, it'll get you.
Is that the one with the cat hanging from the branch?
Yeah, it's the bottom line.
That's what I thought. The cat hanging from the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't buy stuff, though. I don't buy objects. I'll buy food and experiences, and I'll travel, but I don't
But you're not
buy
a materialistic
things.
person.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time. And I don't like shopping. I don't buy, like, there's very few things where I'm like, that.
You like
clothes,
going to a mall
clothes,
or something?
maybe.
You don't like going to the mall and just walking around and looking at shit?
For some reason, the buying stuff, like, for myself, doesn't register as something that I want
A
to
ritual.
do. I feel like I'm getting tricked when I buy stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not ever gonna need this or use it.
Yeah, you don't trust that bottom line either.
I don't
You're
trust the
hanging
bottom
from
line.
it.
I still know
Yeah.
what that means, but
Yeah.
what about you? You have a ritual?
Yeah, I
Dude,
don't
I actually
understand
feel
it either.
I feel a little bad. I feel like not bad, but it's just like, oh, Joe, this is you being you. I don't do anything like that for myself.
But what's like the one thing
Nothing.
that you like?
Nothing comes to my mind.
Really?
Yeah, like sitting down having a
You
couple
should feel
drinks
bad
at the
about
bar.
that.
Well,
I
what
do feel
about
bad.
throwing back some booze or something? Like throwing
Yeah,
back
I'll
a
sit
couple of
down and I'll
beers.
have a
Like
couple
that's your
beers.
ritual. I
But
guess.
even that's beer.
But and that's the saddest ritual of all. I think that
but I mean-
ritual, if that's the ritual, that kind of explains everything.
But if you go to like a bar, it's like fucking $7 for an IPA or something, right? Like that's kind of a splurge.
Yeah, I mean, any going out and eating is a splurge, I suppose, at
But
the end of the day.
yeah, I guess when you go out, so maybe your ritual is like going out with friends. When you go out with friends to have a bar, like go to the bar, is like having like 3 or 4 drinks or
My
something.
ritual these days is still not spending a lot, but putting a chunk of money into something that lasts a long time and creates an extended experience for me. Examples would be
Classes and stuff.
I
Having kids.
spend $100 to do our fantasy football league every year.
There
For
you
me,
go.
that is an insane
There you
buy-in.
go.
It's very rare that I would spend $100 at Vegas. Like I don't like it, but fantasy football
Oh, Vegas is another one. Of
gives me 16 weeks of some form of entertainment and community with the
Yeah.
group that I'm doing with it. So
Yeah.
that seems like it goes a long
You're
way.
buying an experience as well as a potential payoff.
the now $85 a month fee that I'm doing for the bouldering class for me and my daughter is something that is an extended thing that I get to keep going and I think is worthwhile. I don't know, man. I got spending PTSD from my dad. He was always kind of worried. We didn't come from means growing up, so I kind of learned his spending habits from him. And then with my wife and her medical issues, I'm always worried about when the next big bill's coming in and I got to pay that. And so I just don't splurge, and I think there's guilt associated to it, but I also didn't learn how to do that. I don't do it on myself. And honestly, at times
it takes learning to do. Yeah.
and I think this company is helping me do it at times when it's like I'm scared. It's like we need a new camera, and I'm like, I don't know if we should buy a new camera, but it's like, well, we got to spend money to make money, and we buy a new camera. So I'm like learning through these little mistakes or successes that we make through the business.
Yeah, there's a misnomer. I think that if you just act like everything's terrible all the time, then you're gonna one day wake up and it's not gonna be terrible. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna condition yourself to things being terrible, and then behavior is gonna mirror that. So you're gonna just keep perpetuating the
100%.
cycle.
And I think honestly,
The law of attraction.
the bottom line, and so avoid the bottom line. And I think therapy is probably also helping me through that as well, because like the basic thought of it all is anxiety is worrying about the future, which is when you're talking money, you're constantly worrying about the future. That's all that is. And then the past.
Actually, Kierkegaard says anxiety is the dizziness of freedom.
Kierkegaard's my favorite.
Is that the one with the
Fucking
cat hanging from the
dwarf.
branch?
He was so good.
Dude.
to Snow White.
Kierkegaard's the philosopher, and Grace got me a pair of socks.
Grumpy, dopey, Doc,
Listen,
Kierkegaard.
what I'm saying is more interesting than this terrible wordplay.
Dostoyevsky.
Douche
You got 5
Chayefsky.
seconds and the story's going away.
Tchaikovsky.
5, 4. She got me socks with Kierkegaard's face. Or you can keep going if you want to keep going with the fucking dwarf joke.
That's
Was
pretty
it-
good.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was
Kierkegaard?
It was
Yeah,
okay.
that's all right.
We'll
Do
be
you hear
right
the
back.
feedback.
Yeah. It's something. I don't know if it's wrong with the
wait,
Zoom or
I
if
was
it's
trying to
me.
yell at
is
you.
his
I just want to
face
tell my story.
interesting?
No, not at all. That's
Like,
what-
if I saw his
literally an
socks, would I
old
be
person.
like, that's Kierkegaard?
No, it doesn't. I didn't know what he looked like
Are they
until
called-
he's on socks.
called Kierkegaard
But you're
socks?
right. Your bit was better.
Like
I'm
if someone
sorry.
saw it,
Well,
would they
mine
know
was
it was
a-
Kierkegaard?
Yeah.
Huh?
You're
No.
Ki- But
I
What does
wouldn't
it look
know-
like? Can you describe it?
Are they
It's a
called Kierkegaard
giant
socks?
black and white face of Kierkegaard with the word Kierkegaard on him.
Kierkegaard.
It's
So
arguably,
the only defining thing is that it says Kierkegaard.
which
Right.
is what makes it maybe the dumbest gift I've ever.
What does Kierkegaard
Yeah.
look like? Can you describe?
Like imagine an old black and white philosopher.
Oh.
I
So
assume they're all
beard,
literally black and white.
Beard,
then.
like Darwin.
I'm
I'm
not
thinking of
seeing
Darwin.
a beard. I'm not seeing a beard.
I'm seeing Darwin for some reason.
But I'd like to say I apologize for talking over you guys. Truly.
Fuck you.
No, I actually meant that to be sincere, but I do this where it comes out sarcastic. I meant that sincere.
I just wanted to clarify that you were right. Our bit was better because it was a bit, and yours was just an actual story. So you had the best story.
Bits
Yes.
are better than stories. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying he had the best story at the time. We had the best bit, and this is
It's
episode
an
100.
unstoppable force and
To that I
immovable.
say, to both things I say, was it?
Was bit?
We're both basic. Both of those things paled in comparison to this part of it, for sure.
I'll tell you what, nothing is better than the 100th episode of a podcast.
That actually
when
makes,
you really think about
makes
it.
me realize, cue up the music for the 100th episode
Okay.
theme song.
The 100th episode track that I've been using is what you're asking for.
Oh, no, the one that the one from Epidemic Sound, that 100th episode theme song music. 100th episode, this is the 100th episode. 100 episodes, we did it and we're here. 100 episodes, 101 is near. 100 episodes, we talked about so much stuff. 100 episodes, you just can't get enough. And we're gonna do another year of the VALLEYCAST because we sold ad spots and we have to do them.
Keep going.
You
It's
remember
almost
that?
over.
Johnny, just look it up.
The
You know-
100th episode of the VALLEYCAST. You see it on your Spotify and you probably passed. You listen to other stuff. Thank you. Goodbye.
I really thought you were mentioning a real song and trying to convince you what song it was for the first half of that.
Well, it's Careless Whisper.
It was Careless Whisper, yeah.
What are you guys doing for Christmas?
My dad's coming.
The thing
in.
that's in the past right
Man, I'm trying to find some good, like, just simple,
Some good Christmas
simple
music.
fucking Christmas music.
My dad is flying in. He's going to be here for 2 weeks. We always do a family.
now. 2 weeks. You go full 2 weeks, huh?
Full 2 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's less than
Sucks.
full. It's less than the full 3 weeks from prior. No,
3
it's always
weeks?
fun. Yeah, we go the full Monty. We get naked for 3 weeks. But the thing that we do, the tradition that we do every year, is we go and get Santa pictures together. So I have, like,
that's very cute when you guys do that.
we have Santa.
You try to
pictures.
capture photos of Santa in the action.
Yes, every time.
That's the Santa photos you're talking
We all have guns. It's great.
What do you need
Excuse me.
guns for?
Shooting
Well,
him.
Kill Santa.
Well, what? I thought you were just trying to take photos.
Scare him.
It's kill. Cue up the Kill Santa track.
Okay.
You can't just say freeze. You have to have a gun.
So we've got like Santa pictures for the last 6 years, and it's our whole family and Grandpa. And I don't feel like Grandpa gets to be part of those photos as you're growing up as a kid. Very
Has
often.
he
So
ever
it's cool.
gotten to be Santa?
No.
Does he want to be Santa?
Well, he does Santa in his own way. He doesn't do it
Yeah.
like dress up Santa, but he goes like annoyingly overboard with
Yeah.
the kids, and I'm like,
You
oh,
guys-
okay, well now you're setting expectations for the rest of their life that I'm not going to be able to keep up with.
Does
Okay,
he-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think he wants to get in the beard and outfit and be like, "Oh, I'm Santa," and then come in and be like, "Whoa, little Jackson, you've been good this year," and shit like that?
No, I don't think he wants to do that. At least he hasn't.
It's a lot of
expressed-
work.
He hasn't expressed as such.
Or do you know what you're dressing up as? Is it going to be like elves again?
I don't know. We usually, the wife gets Christmas jammies for the whole family, and we usually open
Cool.
those up on Christmas Eve, and then we wear them.
Then
What,
you take off all your
then we
clothes in
wear
front of
them.
each other.
Oh,
and
that's
put
And
what
on
we
I'm
the
kill
pajamas.
Santa.
What about New Year's? What are you guys doing for New Year's?
We hung out with you last year,
Did you?
like spur of the moment. Yeah, remember?
That was actually kind of fun.
My grandpa,
Yeah,
my grandpa
your
was
dad
there
was
in
there.
spirit, but my dad was also there.
Yeah, your dad talked to Pete for a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And then me and Sarah and Claudia and some people I think went to IHOP afterward, and it was the best IHOP I've ever had.
And then we did
Denny's.
that ritual.
Did that have
sacrifice.
anything
It
to
was
do
fun.
with any substances?
You would think, and I stand by how good that Denny's was.
It just was good.
It was so good. It was like actually well cooked, really good.
Wow.
Denny's. I've never experienced anything like it. Especially it was the North Hollywood one.
Well, a lot of
It was
people
that
don't know. You have to order your food well good.
good. Well, good.
I would like
yeah, can I
that
have
meal
a moons
well
over
good.
Miami?
Well good.
Well good.
That's how you get a good country fried steak.
Yeah, yeah.
You want well good.
How would you like it? Well good.
Can
well,
we cook it well good?
good.
Duh. Why are you asking?
Yeah, last year. Do you know what you're doing this year?
No.
Do you know what you're doing?
No.
Okay, me neither.
All right, great. Well, when we
let's get to
find
a
out,
break.
we'll probably talk about it on the next podcast. What'd you do last year?
I went to Hawaii.
Oh, that's right. It was your best New Year's ever.
Yeah, it was really cool, man.
Did you see
Just being in
fireworks?
Hawaii. Yeah,
Bonfire?
yeah. They do the fireworks there.
What about bonfire? Did you do a big fire?
I don't think I saw a bonfire. I feel like it's something they probably wouldn't want to participate in. Like I feel like a bonfire on the beach or something. for some reason seems like disrespectful or something. They're very about the like keeping the land like pure
They're
and
like,
nice.
it's too
and-
close to water. Water,
Yeah,
hate fire.
yeah. Can't get
Fire,
water
hate
near
water.
fire. Yeah, unless they're doing some sort of luau or something,
Yeah.
and that seems like maybe that would be. But I hear those luau's are super like touristy.
I
You
don't
just
know.
stroked and were
The
drunk at the same time. That was
slurs.
great. Little hours and touristy.
Yeah, I hear they're too touristy, and I was talking to Alana. I was like, we're gonna see some like fucking hula dancing and shit, and eat like a fucking pig on the beach. And she's like, nah, that's touristy shit.
Well, I'll be in Hawaii at the end of January.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for it's gonna be a 1-year anniversary, but I don't know where we're staying, and I don't know how many luau's we're gonna go to. But
Yeah.
probably not many.
Lou hours.
Well,
Very hard word to
Just
say.
know that if you are considering a luau, it's very touristy.
And that's okay.
I can almost guarantee you we won't do that. I don't even think I'd want to.
I hope you guys jump off of a cliff into a pond.
Whoa, I'm glad you ended that with into a pond.
Could have went anywhere.
I
Or
hope
some
you jump
kinda-
right off a cliff.
I hope you
Anyway,
find a
next
As
grotto.
2019 is ending, I hope you two jump off a cliff.
together.
Steve, you know how you were saying earlier, like a word thingy stuck in your brain? You did that with me, and I don't think this has ever been done, but I think we could do it. What if we organized the first ever and biggest in world record setting, because it would be the first ever, bonfire, and it's a bonfire comprised solely of discarded James Bond DVD cases. And
Like
we
we-
have
you-
a
like you burn
bonfire.
them.
Yeah.
It's a bonfire.
It's a bonfire.
Maybe it's like you burn the worst Bond movies.
Yeah, you bring the ones that, or you bring your least favorite Bond
and then
movie
you burn it.
and you
yeah.
burn it.
And you say like a Bond,
Yeah.
like a word of
Yeah, and there's drinks.
like you have a eulogy for each Bond.
It
Yeah.
sounds like you could save a lot of time and energy if you just turned this into a meme. And then just had a fire and then photoshopped a bunch of
Bonfire.
Bond stuff. And then we're like,
well,
see you at the bonfire.
Or maybe it's like a
Fuck
tweet.
you too, Elliot.
But that's what memes are.
Maybe it's
memes
just-
take good jokes and reduce them to the.
Maybe it's just a simple tweet.
Maybe it's just a simple.
It's
tweet.
just text, and all it says is real missed opportunity not making one of these James Bond movies, Bondfire.
or this turns into like one of those Area 51 things, and like people on the internet take this brilliant idea and they run with it, and the world's first ever, biggest ever world record setting bonfire actually happens somewhere, probably in England.
I don't have like a I don't have a connection or a real love or really kind of any kind of care at all for the James Bond movies.
I'm that
I've
way about
never
with fire.
liked any of the James Bond movies.
Dude.
I'm incredibly neutral.
Just
on
with fire at
bonfires.
all? Bonfires.
Oh, they're fun. I was gonna say like
I don't think I've ever been to a good one.
what you just said was controversial. Steve is fun.
I'm sorry, you're saying you're throwing some hot takes in
Yeah,
here
it's a lot.
with
Dude,
with fire.
I was thinking about this recently. I thought the same damn thing. Like I saw the trailer, which I didn't think was a great trailer.
I still haven't even seen the trailer.
And I think
Me
the
neither.
same thing every time a new James Bond. 1 second.
Oh, it's okay. You could keep.
Yeah,
it.
a new James Bond trailer happens, is that I do that, and then for some reason I'll see it, like I'll sit down on a night where I'm like, screw it, I'll watch it, or a friend will take me to the movie, because I didn't grow up being a big James Bond guy either, and gosh darn it, I am entertained start to finish
Yeah.
every
Love it.
time.
I mean, but
Love
but
it.
I don't think about it again once I leave.
that's the thing. It's
Forget
like you
it
never.
immediately.
Yeah, I don't want to own any of them.
popcorn film.
Yeah, still like it. Like I have no hate towards it. It entertains me. I think Daniel Craig is great at what he do. I think Sky what the hell was that?
Skyfall.
Skyfall was Home Alone 5. It's all that was, but it was fun.
Did you really think it was Skybound? James Bond, Skybound. I mean, it could be.
From Robert Kirkman.
I just feel like the most excited I've ever been about any James Bond anything was when they were like, we're going to have a female 007.
That'd be cool.
That's the first time I've been like, oh,
Dude,
I'm in.
I'll still be entertained.
Because at least it's interesting.
Maybe.
I feel like they're
How do you
all
know
this-
it's going to be interesting?
It could suck.
It's interesting because it's different.
That part's different.
Every James Bond movie is the same.
I kind of like that though.
I mean, sure.
I don't like change your progress, and I don't know what you guys don't understand about that.
Who are you voting for, Elliot?
I think we're on a good track.
He may not even have to.
I realized, yeah, I was. You ever have that thing where you're like, what's the anxiety, like the source of the anxiety that you're feeling in the moment? And I just realized it's because I had to post all those god dang American Airlines videos today, and I made the mistake of clicking on my Instagram before I came in here, and I was like, I want to burn the social media
Yeah.
empire to the ground. But anyway, download the app before you take your next flight to catch up on their latest and greatest movie collections.
Yeah. Definitely do that with American Airlines. I don't know if the other ones do that.
No, I don't think
American
they do.
Airlines does.
Definitely not American
Dude,
Airlines.
American Airlines was where we
ad.
sat in that first class for the first time, and
I'll never forget it.
I'll never be the same.
I'll never
Everything's
forget it.
different.
And then anytime I'm like planning some kind of trip or something, I always just kind of look.
Just to see.
I just look to see if
Yeah.
first class is doable in any way, and it just never is.
There's no realm.
Do you
It
guys
just-
want to hear about my first class trip to that American Airlines trip?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Elliot's on one right now.
Sorry. Usually I can disregard everything that the internet says, and other days I cannot.
I think the only way to navigate it is to just
power
focus
button?
on your own life and not worry about what everyone else is saying.
Man, that
It's the only way.
that fixes it immediately.
It's the only way.
You know what helps sometimes is having, kids to worry about. So, Elliot, you can worry about my kids if you want. You can
I
that.
do. No, I think your kids are
I
great.
feel like covering a stressful situation with another stressful situation,
What are you trying to say?
maybe not so good.
What the hell are you guys trying
I'm
to say?
saying
What you saying about my kids?
I'm saying that I'm not really big into James Bond movies because I'm way more into fantasy and sci-fi. That's what I'm saying. That's
All
my
right.
hot take.
Hi, everybody. Oh, no, I did the wrong hand. Hang on. Welcome to the ad read portion. I've already done this once, but I forgot to hit record on my phone. So things are going pretty well, and I got my head in the game. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Let's start with MeUndies. Let's start from the inside and then work our way out. MeUndies, guys, is one of our favorite sponsors we have here at the VALLEYCAST, and we're so happy they're still working with us, especially over the holiday season. And you know what's funny about the holiday season? Everybody's got all these gifts to buy, and a lot of people get them done early. But if you haven't done it, maybe you forgot. Maybe you're like, I'll do a friend Christmas later. Well, MeUndies has your back. So anyway, don't worry. Last minute people can still actually get a gift for their friends that they are going to love, and it's going to be delivered straight to their door with free shipping. No buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, all buts about it, because undies. Get it? Oh, they put the joke in there. It's kind of one of those things where it's like they're not sure that it's a good joke, so they're like, they're like, we get it. And then that way, if you don't like it, they can rest on the fact that they called it out. I say stand by it, MeUndies. I think that's a funny joke, and I think you should own it. So anyway, you guys know we love MeUndies. It's 9 to 10 of the pairs of underwear that I wear. It makes me feel like all of my old underwear are just imposters, and they need to be thrown out immediately. The fabric is that micromodal deliciousness that makes your junk feel like it's in heaven. And yeah, I tend to get the darker colored ones. I know Joe and Steve get like the more colorful patterns, which is great. There's a ceiling for you because my thing's falling asleep. But anyway, get MeUndies. They don't just have underwear. They got onesies, okay? They got socks. They got all sorts of fun things, and you can find all of them at MeUndies.com/Valley to get 15% off your first pair, along with free shipping and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Okay, guys? It's cold right now. It's the winter. It's getting dark at 4 p.m. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get cozy, and the way you're going to do that is you're going to contact MeUndies at MeUndies.com/Valley to get 15% off your first pair, along with free shipping and 100% satisfaction. Anyway, sorry. Again, I've already done this once, but I'm excited to do it again because I talk about MeUndies. A lot of times people are like, are they really that great? And the truth is that they are, which is why it's so easy to do this ad read. And I sometimes like, I've done a really big one. MeUndies.com/Valley, 15% off. And you guys know it. Treat yourself. If you got a little holiday cash burning a hole in your pocket, reach your hand through that pocket, grab a hold of your underwear, do a little field test. Does it feel like MeUndies? If it doesn't, you're going to want to go to MeUndies.com/Valley. Guys, I would like to talk to you about more clothes. This is why I'm doing the ad read portion, because I happen to very much enjoy clothes. And if you could describe your style in one word, what would you choose? For me, it would be cramped, slightly uncomfortable, with bad lighting. But that's not what I'm talking about. Maybe you mean casual or sophisticated. Whatever it is, the expert stylists at Stitch Fix have your back. Literally. Get it? That's a stupid thing that I just did there. Anyway, personal style is like a fingerprint. Everyone has their own, okay? And whatever yours is, don't be ashamed. Just let them know. And their expert stylists will take what you say and help you express yourself using your clothes, because we're all just wearing masks, aren't we? We're all just caricatures of ourselves. It's a wonderful, beautiful thing. And if you're going to do it, you might as well look good doing it. Not all clothes are fit for everyone. With Stitch Fix, your personal style will send you clothing. Your personal stylist will send you clothing that makes you look your best. We're talking less one size fits all and more, hey, that's really my style and makes me feel more like me, so I can tackle this year with open arms and a good thread count on my clothes. Is it a thread count if it's clothes? Who knows? Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that delivers your favorite clothing brands right to your door. You get a box, you open it up, you try it on. Doesn't fit, put it in a bag, send it back to them. Free shipping. They don't mind. They go, oh, okay, you want something else? You can get something else. Doesn't matter. And the $20 styling fee is included if you keep the clothes in your box. And guess what? You don't have to, but you're probably going to want to. Get a whole new wardrobe. I use Stitch Fix all the time. I love it. I'm still wearing their clothes constantly. When I get something and I like it, I keep it and I just keep wearing it over and over and over again. I have a jacket from them that's so cool that I love and so happy that I have because I'm from Florida and I didn't know I would ever need jackets, but it turns out that sometimes I have to travel to Coldplay anyway. So with Stitch Fix, everyone can look their best. They have solutions for men, women, and kids all over the U.S. and now the U.K. There's no commitment required, and you only pay for what you keep, which is a pretty good deal. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free. So here's what you're going to want to do. Get started today at stitchfix.com/valley and get an extra 25% off when you keep everything in your box. You get a box, feels like a present. You open it up, you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. What are you talking about? For me? And they go, yeah. And they go, all right, I'm keeping all of it. Guess what? Oh, 25% more off. Helps the podcast, helps the Valleyfolk, and it helps your bones and your body and your blood and your organs. And it keeps you from getting any kind of felonies for indecent exposure, and that's what we're here to do, help you. StitchFix.com/Valley to get extra 25% off. If you keep everything in your box, that's StitchFix.com/Valley. Thank you, guys. Back to the show, which I think was a good episode as I... Oh, it gets really dark. It gets really dark. Good luck.
Now it's nice and loopy, and I like it a lot.
James Bond is what is James Bond if it is not just an offshoot of Lord of the Rings? Discuss.
In every way, yeah.
Okay.
Total
discussion
rip-off.
over.
If it wasn't for Lord of the Rings, there wouldn't be a James Bond.
Exactly.
You guys, I know this is going to be so much later and everyone's not going to be talking about it, but I do recommend you guys listen to the Watchmen podcast.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that.
It's
I gotta
super
catch up.
good.
Owen
Watchmen.
usually
It makes it-
listens to it and then recaps it for me and tells me
Oh,
all
really?
the interesting stuff.
That's just as good.
I
Is it
think
like
so,
a
too.
behind the scenes of all the like little
It's just
if,
Damon.
ands, or buts?
Yeah, it's kind of
I'm
Damon
so
Lindelof
sad that it's-
explaining. How far along are you? I mean,
Episode 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's about to get real good.
I'm sad that it's over.
Me too, man.
I can't be well. I can't like navigate a world where there's just maybe gonna be no more.
I know.
But I have to be okay with it.
You
and
know-
a lot of people are like for it.
They for no more.
For no more. For no more.
I
For
think
no
for
more.
no more years.
For no more.
That's my favorite Edgar Allan Poe. For no more.
Quoth the Raven.
Quoth the Raven.
For no more.
Yeah. They talk. He talks about that in the last episode of the podcast, and he's like, basically saying what you had told me, which was that he had no intention of making any more because he was like, this took 2 years of my life to make, and he was like, I don't know what it is now. He's like, I know why I did the first season. He's like, I don't know why I would do a second season. And the podcast author or host gives a very good reply where he's like, you don't know that now. He's like, but either thing you do is great. He's like, either way, if you make more, great. If you don't make more, great. He's like, but if you were to make more, he's like, I have faith that you will know why when the time comes, if it's right. And I was like, that's such a beautiful, because the way he talks about the show, the guy's just, like, he's a genius.
I
Like,
mean,
it's-
yeah.
It's insane.
He's outside of the box too. All his
Yeah.
ideas are just freaking wacko.
Yep.
He's just really yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say other than just he's a genius.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
And he still talked about in that podcast, like, ideas he would have that he got shot down on. And
Yeah.
it was, one of them was the, spoiler. There's
Well, careful with Joe.
it's nothing big.
Okay.
You know the elephant?
Yeah.
He basically talks about how he, like, original idea was to make it a clone of the woman walking in, and the writers were like, that doesn't make any sense, we're already doing that with such and such, and therefore let's make it an elephant, and it's like a hard drive that all the memories can be stored in. And then he's like,
Interesting.
that's better
That's
than
the
mine.
answer because
Yeah.
that's like what fans
Super
were
simple.
saying.
Yeah.
Fans were like,
Which is
they're
the-
probably using him as an organic hard drive
Yeah.
for her
Yep.
memories.
That's what I thought when I saw it, which I
I
thought was
guess I
very
couldn't
fun.
put that together. I was just like, all right, here's some weird shit.
That's it. Yeah. All right, whatever. Everything else in the show's bonkers.
Yeah,
All right, you're good.
here's some weird shit that probably makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Have you read the Watchmen?
The book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The graphic
Yeah,
novel.
I've never read it, so I don't.
It made
graphic novel, yeah.
it made reading the graphic novel made the show a more rich experience.
Yes, it explains. I'm like I said, 3 episodes in, but it explains all the little
Yeah.
extra things that I feel like if you didn't, if you would have read the graphic novel first, you would have had this like extra layer of
Yeah.
enjoyment because you would have been like, ooh, look at that. I know what that is.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
And a
That's
lot
great.
of things would have made a little more sense right away because, like, the first episode has the squid fall, and you're like, if you don't know anything about Watchmen, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I know
Just
nothing.
a fever dream of a first episode.
Yeah. But I guess what I'm seeing on the internet a lot about it is that someone was like, and I'm paraphrasing, but someone was basically like, if we don't get another Watchmen, if we don't get another season of Watchmen, but they get like, but Damon and that whole company, the whole crew of people that made that show, get like free reign with HBO with like an unlimited budget and just like whatever the fuck you want to make. If that ends up being like the next thing that he does, then like fuck yeah, like that's the win. The win is that he
Patton
gets to make.
Oswalt said like, now let that team do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh,
or
that'd be
something.
That's
cool.
an
And I was like,
interesting
See, that's
Interesting
cool,
take.
but Damon Lindelof chose Watchmen specifically because it like changed his life. Like Watchmen means a lot to
Well,
him.
and for him, it was perfectly in line with where we're at culturally,
Right.
Which is like that's in that
Totally,
creative curve
Well, I
book
think
where
he
he's
was-
like he talks about the way to become creatively successful is you have to be in line with where society is at, and he happened to like
nailed
that
it.
part.
But
Yeah.
also, I heard that he was like reading a book about the Tulsa massacre.
Oh, really?
And he was actually reading that book when he
Yeah.
was like the option of Watchmen was like brought up, and then he was like, "Oh
I plan
shit!"
to super
Cool.
educate myself on that because that whole thing is just an example of that's a history that I was never taught.
Dude,
I
neither.
never
Me
heard
neither,
of it.
dude.
It has been
I
buried.
didn't know it was real
I know.
till Watchmen.
Well, to
Which
be
is very
to be
sad.
fair, you don't really know what's real and what isn't in that show because a lot of it
Yeah.
is like it's an alternate timeline. Vietnam's part of the U.S. and fucking Robert Redford is the president.
right, which
it's
is
a-
a great allegory, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I
what
guess
a
so.
parallel to
Yeah.
because they had that line in it where it's like, no way is some cowboy actor going to become president.
Well, he wasn't the first. It's actually Reagan. It's probably closer
Well,
to
that's-
Reagan.
that's
than
what
it
they
is.
were- I
I thought
think-
you were saying it was closer to now.
Well, I think they were still saying like, no
Yeah,
way.
a little
that-
bit of both.
Yeah,
An amalgamation.
because now
An
no way
amalgamation.
a reality TV host would be is the popular. Anyway,
Oh God, we
Whatever.
don't say that anymore. It's crazy.
But it's just, I feel like let Damon Lindelof make whatever the fuck he wants, and I'm in.
give
I'm
that
in.
boy buckets of money.
Yeah.
and say whatever books you like.
yeah.
Let me watch them.
Well, it's Lost.
Yeah.
It's Leftovers. It's Watchmen. What else is it?
Lost, Watchmen,
Gilmore Girls.
Leftovers,
Gilmore Girls.
And Home Improvement.
Leftovers,
God.
and Prometheus. Like he wrote Prometheus, I think, which is like real trash.
But
garbage.
writing wise, I've heard Prometheus is pretty brilliant. I heard the movie sucks, but the
There's some
story
visuals
itself.
in Prometheus
interesting
that stuck with me.
concepts.
Yeah.
Interesting concepts, but I don't know.
I tried watching the one after. What's the one after that?
Covenant.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Covenant is the James Bond of the Aliens
They're-
franchise, if you know what I'm saying.
They're not good. Those movies are not good. And
I've never seen any of them. I have no.
they're not good.
Wait, Aliens?
No, the new aliens.
Yeah.
Are you guys reading anything right now?
No.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, nice.
I'm dead serious. I
Yeah.
got that big, full 3-binder, massive 30-pound
Mhm.
box set, and I've been trying to trick my brain back into doing things outside of routine, which is, come to work, look at the computer, go home, look at the phone, like get off this stuff and kind of start new paths of enlightenment in the brain again. So I'm just trying to force myself to read.
I've been
things.
trying
And I was
to-
like, Calvin and Hobbes is a good one.
Yeah, that's very good.
I've been trying to draw more because I
Nice,
stopped
man.
drawing and I miss drawing and I just miss it. And so I've just been trying to dedicate time to like drawing.
Are there like
Just getting back into drawing.
I
For
think
you,
you
are
should start selling prints. Your drawings are so cute.
I
and
just
fun.
don't feel
so good.
confident enough yet. I feel like I'm really good at sketching and I'm really good at like conceptual little doodles, but I just can't complete an idea.
Well,
you
if
need to
I
believe
may.
in yourself more.
Yeah, if I may.
I just need to do it more.
Hey,
You
for a
would-
second, can I may?
I would love some of your drawings.
Can I
Thank
may
you,
for a
man.
second?
Thank you.
Can I
Yes,
take a
you may.
second to
I.
may,
Yes,
if
you
I
may. I. Yes.
Steve, your drawings are wonderful, and I
Well,
would
thank
I would
you.
contend that there is life in them. Like a lot of people can draw, and a lot of people can do little sketches, but I see spirit in every single one
Well,
of yours
thank
when
you,
they hit
man.
the paper, and I think you could offer those up to people. Just be like, "What's your name and what do you want me to put in your drawing?" And then you do your interpretation of it. Bam.
I kind of want to do like
and that's
a.
going to be a new tier on our Patreon.
I want to do like a little like mini comic or something, like something that I could just put on my Instagram, and it's like 4 panels, and it's just like weird stream of consciousness little
I love that.
comics.
Let's
And
talk-
I keep trying to think of what the hook is, because there's those invaders, those like alien comics that are out there where there's the real simplistic alien dudes say like really funny shit.
Yeah.
I was really inspired by that, and it's certainly not the first it's not the first artist to do that. There's tons of those little 4-panel comics everywhere. But I really want to do one, but if I do one, it needs to be something that's like unique enough that has like kind of a hook that makes me feel
Well, you're
satisfied.
I think your brain alone would
Yeah,
provide
you're the hook, man.
I guess so.
ultimately.
I'm just having trouble figuring out what it is.
Well,
I get
that's
that.
I don't accept that as an excuse, and I want to see more of them.
Yeah.
Selfishly, but
Yeah, and so instead of like reading, like I want to be reading, I have like a couple of books in my backlog that I want to read, but right now I'm more focused on, maybe that's my New Year's resolution that I won't complete.
more art.
Just to keep drawing more.
What,
just to get back into drawing and get really good at it again.
What if your thing became a sketch a day? You know how people like force themselves to do things, but you do it publicly. You say, "Today's the day I'm going to do it. This year I'm going to tweet a sketch a day," and it doesn't have to be over the top.
It's hard to like keep to that, and I would feel like I was letting people down if I didn't have a chance to do it. I guess I just don't like being like bogged down by something that's like, fuck, I'm being held accountable. I like to be able to kind of just have that creative freedom.
Yeah.
But
Well, you're on your own
but I
then.
mean that might be the reason why I don't fucking do anything, because I don't have like some
You
kind
took
of
5 minutes yesterday and just while we were talking, doodled on a Post-it
Yeah.
note. That would be one of your sketches.
Yeah, I guess it's just like being like being held to some kind of like, you know what I mean? Like just
Oh, yeah.
like I don't know, being accountable for something is like really difficult
I
for me in
think-
the when it comes to artistic stuff.
You
Sometimes
want to be inspired. You don't want to have to
Yeah,
like
I don't
sit
wanna
and
force it.
Yeah.
Sometimes a deadline is what inspires you, though, because I know that there's a lot of things in my life I haven't done, and I think the reason is because I haven't had a deadline. Like I've got I want to do my poetry book, haven't got that done yet. Let's just talk about the little side projects we want to do outside of my poetry book.
A couple of SPs.
I also, FPs or spurs.
Let's talk
You guys wanna
about
talk about some
SPs.
spurs?
I do.
I
do.
want to do another poetry book, but it's a horror poetry book. It's not comedy. It's a horror poetry. Horrortry book in the vein of scary stories we tell in the dark. I want to get my friend John, who does the sculptures. I want to write these poems, and they'll just be, like very Shel Silverstein. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. His
Where the
type of book,
sidewalk
where
ends
the
and
sidewalk
shit?
ends, like those type of poems, and have him do the art. So it's
Cool.
horror, and I write the poems, and then I just be like, whatever your drawing is, do it. And if he's got like a stack of drawings that he's like, I have nothing left, or I have nothing to do with these, I could take those drawings and be inspired what he did. I just want to make like a horror poetry book and see how it does.
Cool.
But
I love that.
it's time. It's no deadlines. I want it to be a work of passion, but I also want it to be a work of I'm getting paid.
You just get up
You
an
know?
hour earlier every day.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm writing or co-writing a film, and we just went through the deadline process of like going like I'm writing this scene through this scene, she's writing this scene through
You
this
guys
scene.
are holding each other accountable.
It was also my, like I was like, if this is supposed to get done, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be a deadline for me because I'm not gonna be able just to sit and write if I don't have someone going like, you have this page due, and I need you to write this so that I can write the next thing. But yeah, I'm excited. We're doing like a Edgar Wright style version of it.
Edgar Wright Allan Poe.
Edgar Wright Alpha.
Edgar Wright Allan Poe Dameron from Star Wars.
Edgar Wright Poe Dameron Ron Burgundy.
Oh. Edgar Wright Poe Dameron Bergen Dee Snider. Yes.
Nice.
What about release the Dee Snider cut? Is that a good tweet?
That's a meme.
That's a meme.
right
Release
there.
the Dee Snider cut.
Yeah.
And in 2020?
But it's Superman and everybody with long rocker hair.
Yeah. I just picture him screaming. He's always like screaming. His mouth's always open. Why is he so aggressive, Dee Snider?
It always looks like he's about to take a bite out of a tree, like a Looney Tune.
I'm terrified of him. Him and the American, or who's the American Warrior, or who's that wrestler that kind of looks like him?
The American Warrior.
Is it the American Warrior? Is
the
that
American
his name?
Warrior did the scream thing for sure.
And he kind of they look the same, like same length of weird 80s hair and shit.
I think we're saying it right.
Has Dee Snider and the American Warrior ever been in the same room together? That's my question.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a question for Mike
They
Falzone.
have.
I'm gonna ask him that tomorrow.
Those
on
two?
Dynamic Banter.
Inseparable.
I think so. I think they are the same.
Is it the Ultimate
Oh, maybe
Warrior?
that's what it is. The Ultimate Warrior. We're the worst.
Well, we don't watch it, so...
Everyone assumes that I'm a wrestling fan because I have like all the characteristics of
yeah,
one.
Ultimate Warrior. Yeah.
Everyone assumes that I hated being assumed.
And it's definitely him.
Right? The Ultimate Warrior I'm gonna tweet that out right now.
Oh, well, you're on a
Has
podcast.
the Ultimate Warrior or Dee Snider and Dee Snider ever been in the same room together?
Have
And
you
maybe
guys...
it's like a profile.
I was doing it with when my fingers were in my ears and probably making that audio unintelligible when you guys were talking about Watchmen. But have you guys watched the episodes of Rick and Morty that have come out?
No.
Yeah, I have been watching
1
them.
and 2?
I've seen all of them so far. I
There's
think
just
there's
2,
4.
right? Is there
Or
4?
maybe there's 3. It's either 3 or 4.
I've seen the first 2 then. The ending of the toilet episode, I can't get out of my head.
What was the toilet episode?
He's got his own planet where he poops by
Oh,
himself.
yeah.
The ending of that episode
Yeah.
rips my heart apart. And
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking
They're
about
Like
it.
in a
really-
funny way?
No, the idea is funny, but the execution is so bittersweet and sad. It just
These are
sticks with
there
you.
are geniuses that walk among us.
They're really trying to like do that whole huge ending thing. Where it's like the ending is big and crazy and like oh shit.
I
Like,
guess
makes
on
you-
that one, not on the first episode of this season.
No,
the
but I
second
feel like
episode
that's
for
something
sure.
that they're like that they go for. Like they're trying to go for like the shocking endings, you know? Like I feel like that's kind of the Rick and Morty thing.
makes sense though.
Yeah. I like it though. The season's okay. I haven't had the like really good episode yet. I like it.
I loved episode 2.
I
thought it was great.
like the show.
As we close out on this, do you guys have any gifts that you're excited to give your family that you
Yes.
can talk about that this will come out by the time they've already
My
received it?
wife listens to absolutely nothing that I make.
Oh, okay.
Well,
But
even if this won't come out till Monday.
I've
which is
teamed up with
Christmas.
Mr. Aaron Massey, the guy who did our cool sign behind me right now, as well as some other things for our office. Please watch him, Mr. Fixit. He does amazing
Oh
things.
yeah, he's so great.
legitimately talented human being that like actually is the most manly guy we know.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But also the most kind-hearted and hardest working.
He's like
as
Tim
if you
the
can't
Tool
be all
Man
those
Taylor.
things.
Yeah, I don't know that manly is the right word. He's definitely the most capable.
Capable is the best word.
He's like a more subdued, less cokey Tim the Tool Man
yeah,
Taylor.
manly became a synonym for capable back in the day when I was a kid, and that stuck in my brain, and that's why it came out now. That's not. Those
I
are
guess
not
it's,
synonyms.
but I guess
tools.
it's manly in the sense that it's like it seems like a masculine thing to completely lean into tools and woodworking and all those things.
It's a masculine thing.
It's a masculine thing.
Anyways, he does these cool wood carvings, and he's been like making signs for like families, like if there's something that you wanted. So I'm getting her a personalized wood carving sign that says the Berettas, and it's in the
That's really sweet.
it's in the forest, and we're all represented by different animals on it. So I'm a moose, Heather's a panda, Hayden's a fox. That's
Pandas
her.
aren't in forests.
They're in this forest, Elliot. They're in the Beretta forest.
Yeah.
yeah,
Merry
we're gonna talk
Christmas.
about this.
Why don't you come
afterwards.
frolic for a couple days?
Yeah,
Huh?
I've never seen a panda in a forest.
Anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk.
It's lost.
I
The
have a
panda's
zoology
lost.
degree.
Look.
That
if this
panda,
is-
if that panda is in the forest,
Dude,
it's gonna die.
If
It's
this
gonna die.
panda were a
Yeah.
DreamWorks movie, it was in a plane, it was being transported from China to some zoo, it fell out, it survived, it became a family with these other critters in the forest. That's where we're at on this sign. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
She's a panda.
panda in the
My
forest.
daughter's favorite animal is a fox. She's a fox.
Okay.
I'm a
Foxes in
moose.
the forest. Mooses.
Moose is my...
What are the gun laws like in this imaginary world?
Good God. Sorry, Heather.
Fucking moose is my favorite one. Bear is 1A, moose is 1B. I chose moose so there weren't two bear silhouettes on the damn thing. Son's a raccoon. You're a raccoon, Jackson!
Raccoon's good. Raccoon's a forest creature.
So there we go. It's really fucking cute.
I love it. It's adorable.
That's super sweet, Joe, and also very thoughtful and very sounds like it's going to be high quality and unique.
I'm very excited. It makes me feel like I did something.
Unique in the sense
And
that
I did
pandas don't belong in
absolutely
the
nothing.
forest.
I'm getting my brother and sister.
Happy 100 motherfuckers.
He's right there.
My son's probably so scared right now.
Joe left his son in the.
I really want to get Alana a subscription to like Australian Vogue or like Italian Vogue.
That's smart.
So that she gets that in the mail. She really likes those fashion, like she likes international fashion magazines because she likes to like cut them out and make these like vision board things. It's really artistic and adorable and lovely, and I love it. And it's a wonderful thing. She'll just like sit in the living room and she'll just like cut out these things and then she'll cut out really funny ones and throw them at
Very
me. And
pleasant.
it's a fun experience.
This makes me wonder if this is a service, but if it's not, it'd be kind of cool. Like, imagine if you could order a subscription to like magazines from the past.
Ooh.
Like, imagine like, oh, I want the 1957 monthly subscription to whatever magazine, and like,
What a great idea.
like they could just make them now.
Yeah.
And just-
Reprint
What if we
them,
called
Yeah.
it Pastime Magazine?
Jesus Christ, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Sometimes I get
$5.99
an
a month
idea.
or $59.99 for a whole year.
That
How
sounds
would
like
you do
a
that? Like-
future spuzz for us, you guys.
I feel like the only way you could do that cost effectively would be to like make it digital.
Maybe. I mean, they do them anyways.
I wouldn't want it digital though.
Yeah, but like,
But I'm saying cost effectively because if you were trying to recreate, like, let's say you're using Time Magazine, for example, you would have to go through like the archives of Time Magazine
Mhm.
and print out like.
Format them.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
people much smarter than us, and
But
there's
that goes back
capitalists
to-
that are much better at this idea than we would be. But
That brings us full circle into spending money to make money, because if you did that route, you would not have enough customer acquisition to be able to justify your
Right.
cost at all.
Like how many people
you would
want
have
that?
to invest in a paper thing. Otherwise, the gimmick is gone.
it'd just be really cool if you could get her
You could
like
Google those
a,
anyway.
a
That's why I
fashion
think-
magazine from back in the day like that. How cool would that be?
I mean, I think that'd be super cool. It definitely. I
Very
think,
cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I like that.
Joe,
Joe, I like that.
Yourself?
I'm doing I got a bidet for my brother and sister-in-law.
That's nice.
Very excited. And
I got my family a bidet, and they were like, "Nah."
I got my I'll see what they do. It's definitely one of those where if they go nah, I'm gonna go, you're wrong, but okay.
Yeah.
And then my parents, me and my brother went in and we're doing Beach Boys tickets for them
Ooh,
in
nice.
February. That'd
baby,
be cool.
baby.
Nice.
And I'm surprising Grace with Harry Styles tickets for late next year.
Dude, all of those
that's
One
gonna be really
Direction
good.
boys all went off on their own One Directions, and
Harry
they're all
Styles,
good.
More like several directions.
Dude, Harry Styles is far and away.
They're all
so
good. Ooh, here's a hot take.
He's a league above, and the others are fantastic.
Okay,
Like,
that's
I
great.
think they're all great.
I'll
but
give
Harry
you that.
Styles is
Harry Styles did SNL this year, and in
Oh,
watching
yeah,
him on
that-
it,
that's why I
watching
remember
his
Harry
timing,
Styles.
watching
Next
his
level.
his smile, watching his comedy.
He's okay.
Yep.
No, he's not okay. He's this generation's Justin Timberlake on SNL.
Really?
Yes, I 100% believe it, and I think he's going to prove it the next few times that
It's
he's on it.
unbelievable.
I think his look is not mainstream enough to be Justin Timberlake.
Well, his look is literally androgynous. Like, he is
That's what
so
I'm saying.
weird, but I think he's doing like a David Bowie style of
He's
of
good.
which is
fashion.
great, but Timberlake works because he's like this chiseled, like just kind of like not tattooed, not fashion,
Clean.
like
But
weird,
if Timberlake wasn't
kind of like
funny,
clean cut.
Yeah.
If he wasn't funny, if he wasn't musical, like he'd just be a good-looking dude. He works on SNL because he's funny, he's got timing, he's charismatic. That's what Harry Styles has too, and anybody that has that can do it.
But the
He's
one
a
thing
star.
about Harry
Yeah,
Styles,
he's
like
a star. Yeah.
I don't fully disagree with you, but I feel like the one thing that kind of didn't like grab me about Harry Styles was the fact that he kept his like he couldn't change his look. Like whenever he did like a sketch and played a character, it was like that's Harry Styles, 100%. He's got those tattoos and the weird plugs in his hair or whatever the hell he had. Like all he has like these weird, like I guess weird's the wrong way because I do think his look is really cool, but he just couldn't hide his look.
I am super pro Timberlake.
You know what I
You
mean?
know that, and I would have to say the same thing for him.
But like Timberlake puts a wig on, and you're like, that's obviously Justin Timberlake. But it was like Harry Styles couldn't be bothered to take off his like weird like neon bracelets to be like a dad.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's the shortcoming of Harry Styles as like a chameleon-esque.
He's a baby.
Musician
It's the first time he's doing
I
it.
think you're missing out on a lot of the good of Harry Styles.
No, I like him. I just don't love him as much as Joe does.
Joe doesn't love him as much as I do, though.
Then I definitely don't love him as much
Fuck
as
you and fuck you for different reasons.
Fuck you for a reason that you
Have
don't
you
know
listened
yet.
to his new album?
Not the whole thing, but every time I hear his music, I'm like, you're good, man.
He's good. He's a genius.
And they're
Young
all
genius.
good. They're all
Yeah.
different,
Like,
but they're all
I
good.
hate
You're
it.
watching him grow into something that he'll be what he's going to
Man,
become.
they're
Like he's in
babies,
the
too.
process
What are
now.
they,
It's very
22,
cool.
23?
I have no idea.
If
Maybe
that.
older than that.
I personally can't stand it when I see my own tattoo when I'm like playing a character, you know, because it's like, oh well, that just kills the.
Did you think about that when
character.
you
When you
got
got
the
the tattoo,
tattoo?
the one on your arm and the one on the other arm?
No, I mean I'm just like not good at hiding it. I guess it's fine. I don't care about that. Like I like the tattoos. I just think I don't like it when like Dave and Ross, you can see my Dr. Zayas tattoo. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's invest in the stuff that make not have be there no more.
A tattoo kit that you talking about where you just put
I was
makeup
talking
on.
laser removal.
Oh.
Ooh, that's very extreme.
Maybe we start with the makeup. And go
Okay.
from there.
Guys,
Thanks so
listen.
much.
Can we just say? I want to say Merry Christmas. I want to say Happy Holidays. I want to say Happy New Year. I want to say happy everything to you. Whether you believe in all the dumb traditions or the good ones, we want to say with the warmest regard that we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful whatever it is.
Hey,
Oh crap!
and
I hope my
happy
parents don't
VALLEYCAST
listen.
Centennial.
Happy VALLEYCAST Centennial, 100 episodes of us jabbering on about God knows what.
Just realized we're doing Christmas on the 29th with my family. I hope they don't get the.
You're doing. Oh, they don't listen to your stuff.
I think my mom listens to a fair amount.
Really?
Nah,
Oh.
which is terrifying.
Well, tell her not to listen.
I
to
feel
this
bad
one.
for her. Yeah.
Tell her it's like.
Sorry, mom. If you
Tell her
guys
it's like
will.
problematic racist stuff. She doesn't want to hear that.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you guys so
Sometimes
much
it
for
is.
listening. Anything we want to say? Come to our tour if you.
Um,
That's a good Christmas gift. Tickets
oh, yeah,
to our tour.
Yes,
We're
come
going
to the tour.
to Spokane and
If you're a patron right now,
places like that. San Francisco Sketch Fest.
Yeah, if you're
Where
a
else?
patron right now,
Somewhere in Denver.
Tacoma, Spokane, Denver, Salt Lake City, and San Francisco.
Some kind of Washington.
That's not the order. The order is San Francisco, Denver, Salt Lake, Spokane, and Tacoma.
It's
All
great.
throughout the week.
Great last minute Christmas gift idea to get your loved one or a friend or
Late
someone that you
Christmas.
know likes comedy and weird shit.
Yeah.
The tour is going to be really fun. We've been really digging into like what we're doing, and I think it's going to
Yeah.
be really great. We locked down our set list, and now we're just kind of like fine tuning things, and I think it's going to be really fun and cool and very special to those of you that like to see some of our
It's gonna be
characters and such.
Yeah, it's gonna be us. It's gonna be a little bit of a clusterfuck, but it's gonna be the best of a clusterfuck.
Also, for those of you that are like, oh, I don't know if we're going to do Santa Steve. Christmas is almost over, and it doesn't look like they're doing Santa Steve. Well, guess what, fuckers? We are doing Santa Steve.
It might have already come out by the time you're hearing this
Oh,
podcast.
shit, is that true?
Maybe. Depends on who's listening to it, if you're a patron or a non-patron.
I guess that's true. Well, anyway, Santa Steve is back.
Bam!
I confirm it. In some capacity, it's going to be a little
Doing
different.
a little different.
Something's
this year.
different about it, and
Yeah.
it's artistically stimulating for me. So please respect that.
Speaking of the holiday season, if you are a patron, Elliot, you know the specific tier, but we have our holiday gift available. If you're at that tier, you just got to go find the post and sign up. It's our sparkly,
Super VIP
glittery,
and up.
super VIP. and up.
$30 and up. You
It's
get
a
it.
VVVIP, a very, very, very important person.
The coolest frickin' enamel pin. It's Santa Steve. It's glitter. It's sparkly. It's really pretty, and you get it for free. So thank you guys
We
for.
hope you've enjoyed this
being
PhD
here.
video that just came out because it's insane.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. We think you're
Bye.
great. Merry Christmas.
Bye bye.
Santa's in the parking lot. I'll sneak into your car, and I'll hide something in there. Maybe it'll be a Christmas goose.